One of the most exciting upcoming projects for me is the Metal Gear Solid movie, which is being helmed by none other than film director Jordan Vogt-Roberts. Now, what's really comforting about his involvement with this project, apart from the fact that he's actually close friends with Kojima, and Kojima endorsed him by saying he believes no one can make this movie but Jordan, is that Jordan seems like a genuine bona fide Metal Gear fan. Nothing is more telling of this than his celebration of the Metal Gear series 31st anniversary, which was a few days ago on July 13th, 2018. As part of this special occasion, not only did Jordan put out a video featuring Paul Eiding reprising his role as Campbell, talking directly to the Metal Gear fanbase via MGS1-style codec, cheekily hinting at how Snake is retrieving lost data on the upcoming Metal Gear Solid movie. He also started this 31 days long series where he's putting out one Metal Gear related artwork each day from a wide variety of professional artists. On day one, we saw the release of this piece featuring Metal Gear Rex alongside a soldier bearing the XOF shoulder sleeve insignia in a setting that doesn't even resemble Shadow Moses. It's this strange amalgamation of multiple eras shoved into one, with MGS1's Rex as the centerpiece. But if you think this is a bit strange, check out the new artwork that Jordan posted for day 2 of his Metal Gear 31st anniversary celebration. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than the iconic Gray Fox from MGS1 fighting geckos from MGS4 for some reason. Once again, we're seeing this strange amalgamation of multiple eras, but with aspects of MGS1 acting as the centerpiece. Alongside this artwork, Jordan also posted a message that reads as follows: "The impeccable Eddie Del Rio helped me bring the gas mask samurai to life in Kong. Cyborg Ninja and the geckos are two of the most iconic Hideo Kojima and Yoji Shinkawa designs. I wanted to see their potential in the same frame. Wish I could say more." Moving on, we have the artwork Jordan released for day 3 of his celebration. And shit's even weirder here. We've got who looks to be MGS1 Solid Snake in the foreground, overlooking an army of entities resembling MGS5 Skull's parasite unit or infected puppet soldiers. Scattering in the air are also what seem to be ravens, which is likely a reference to Vulcan Raven from MGS1. All the way in the back is Metal Gear Rex, and in front of him, an adult MGS1 Psycho Mantis psychically taking control of it. So once again, we have an amalgamation of MGS1 and MGS5. The artwork scenery featuring all of these infected soldiers and Psycho Mantis controlling a Metal Gear is straight out of Phantom Pain. But the cast of characters, Solid Snake, Adult Psycho Mantis, and Metal Gear Rex, as well as things like the ravens in the background, are straight from Metal Gear Solid 1. Alongside this artwork, Jordan also posted the following message: "Ben Morrow created this for me and I have a good feeling he's a dude I'll be working with for the rest of my career. One aspect of Metal Gear that's important for me to translate on screen is the blending of horror imagery with stylized magical realism." Alright, so looking at this artwork, many of you will likely be wondering what the hell is going on? What is up with this fusion of Metal Gear eras? One possible explanation is that in the Codex skit that Jordan posted recently, Campbell does emphasize that this is all fan art that doesn't represent what is or is not in the forthcoming film. In that case, we can simply rule this out as professional artists having some fun with Metal Gear artwork as part of the saga's 31st anniversary. Me personally, I call bullshit on this just being fan art that's irrelevant to the movie Jordan's working on. As I detailed in my last video, Campbell from MGS1 is particularly notorious for not being entirely forthcoming to Solid Snake about the mission, telling him half-truths, or keeping some important details a secret for a number of reasons. So my theory still remains that Jordan, who is a Metal Gear fan and is well aware of Campbell's secretive tendencies, purposely spoke to us through Campbell to hint that not everything that's being said in this video can be trusted, which is why I believe that all this artwork that Jordan is releasing has some ties to the Metal Gear Solid movie. Now, what I don't believe is that the concept art we're looking at here is representative of actual images we'll see in the film. I highly doubt that all this concept art is being used for storyboarding. I believe this is all exploration art that Jordan is using for inspiration. It is worth noting that just 3 days ago, on July 12th, 2018, IGN released an interview they participated in with Jordan, during which Jordan confirmed that he had very recently turned in the script for the Metal Gear Solid movie.
We just turned in the script, and I think it's one of the best scripts I've ever read. It's one of the coolest, weirdest, most Kojima things. Even me being involved in it, I look at it as someone who was like, I would make the hell out of this movie, but if I wasn't involved in it, I would still look at that script and be like, holy shit.
In other words, the project is still in its early stages of development, and with the script just recently having reached solidification, there is no way we'll start seeing artwork of intended shots for the movie at this stage. So while I wouldn't use the term fan art in the sense that all this artwork is simply being made for fun with no relation to the movie, I also wouldn't call it a direct window into what exactly the movie will be like either. It's artwork for the sake of visual inspiration, which is a process that's not all that uncommon in filmmaking. Now, that still begs the question, why is Jordan having all these artists pull imagery from multiple Metal Gear eras rather than just focusing on Metal Gear Solid 1, which is intended to be the main focus of the film? Well, if you've been keeping up with news regarding the movie, then you'll know that Jordan has hinted in the past that while the movie will primarily revolve around MGS1, he also intends to pull influences from various eras of the series. Speaking to website Den of Geek almost a year ago on August 2017, Jordan said the following: "Right now what we're trying to write is the craziest punk rock, Kojima rock and roll, like holy shit they're going to try to make that movie that does this in that many time periods, like it's special. Whether we can execute on that script, whether we can get it made, who knows? But right now I truly believe that the target is in the right direction, and so we'll see what happens from there." Jordan also tweeted at one point that the Metal Gear Solid movie will likely share heavy thematic and story elements from a few games mixed together, but in a way that attempts to respect canon. So yeah, to some degree it does seem as though the movie will end up being an amalgamation of various Metal Gear time periods, even if MGS1 will be the centerpiece. That would certainly explain why we are seeing a similar kind of amalgamation in all the Metal Gear artwork Jordan's been posting so far. It is highly doubtful that we'll see Gray Fox fight geckos or anything crazy like that, but I do think that artwork melding different time periods like this will help Jordan and team get into the mindset of drawing influences from all these different Metal Gear games to aid in realizing this idea of pulling things from different entries while respecting canon. So not fan art, but not direct movie artwork either. I would say this is somewhere in the middle, exploration or inspiration concept art. Not necessarily representative of what we'll actually see in the final product, but certainly stuff that will loosely influence it, stuff that will inspire ideas for the movie. These are just one-man speculations anyway. I'd love to hear what your take is on Jordan's string of Metal Gear artwork in the comments below. With that, I would like to end this news update. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy my content and would like to support this channel directly, consider donating on Patreon. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Yong Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Yong out.